Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the cabin. I found the coolest thing yesterday. I wanted to show you real quick. Check this out. What do you think of that, huh? I know it's a weird request. I almost just hit a chipmunk. Oh, deer just ran right in front of us. Look at that. What do you think of that, huh? So come on, let's shoot up the road. It's not far at all. We got the trip meter zeroed out here, and let's get it. So I don't think it's but 4 or 5 miles away at most. We got the new external microphone here. Gotta let me know how the sound comes out. So it's Sunday morning. It's just 8 a.m. here, and 8:10. It's gonna be the last of our hot day streak. We're going up to like 88 or 90 again today. So we're gonna do some laundry and just some chores around the house. Hit the bike rides a little bit. I charged this thing up to 100 here this morning just in preparation for this little excursion here. So when I get back, her and I are about the same level. We typically try to not go down below 20%, and we typically don't charge them up above 80 or 90. Here and there, once in a while. It's better on battery life if you don't go all the way up and all the way down. The extremes kind of put a little stress on the chemistry. Haven't seen the bear in a couple days. I'm okay with that, by the way. The bear are about the only thing out here that really kind of make me a little nervous, and it's just because they have extreme abilities. And I don't think they're much for aggressiveness, but I don't want to find out. Hey there, boo-boo. Old Yogi gives little Kev a boo-boo. No bueno. Mirrors are fogging up. It's so steamy out here. Bike was in the garage all night. It's nice and chilly down there. It's one of the things I love about the cabin, the basement. It's half built into the ground on one side. I mean, one side's fully underground, and it just stays nice and cool in the winter. Sorry, nice and cool in the summer, and in the winter, it stays warm for quite a while. So our road here, it's seasonal. They only plow it up to our house now in the winter time. They didn't used to plow it even that far. All these roads back here are all seasonal. The New York State Snowmobile Trail goes through right here. We got friends who live up in Syracuse area, and they're able to drive their snowmobiles down on this trail right here. So we're gonna take Jones Road here. Went through a cloud of bugs. Got them in my mouth. So this road's been improved quite a bit since we moved in. It used to be essentially a dry creek bed. Imagine just exactly a dry creek bed on a steep mountain hill, and that's what this used to be. And I took my Camry up at one time, and former owners and I were talking, and they asked me, "You ever been up Jones Road?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just went up it with a car the other day." "Are you serious?" "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, I was nervous taking my freaking Range Rover up this thing one time." But they had just redone it, so he was used to the old creek bed style. This is it right here. So it's actually a pretty steep hill. Camera hides the steepness pretty good. We're not in the steep section yet. Hey, a little loose gravel here. So this is the steep section. There's a beautiful cabin out here I want to show you. It's on the way. Super nice place. This place got to be a $500,000 house and property or better. I mean, immaculate looking. I would love this to be our place. And I only see people here during hunting season. So I think it's just their hunting cabin. They gotta have money. Oof, easy. Real loose gravel up in here. And I'm in a dark little shaded area wearing sunglasses. Notice how quiet this bike is. Just did a chain upgrade and found a chain that's almost silent. Okay, we're still at 100%. That was a damn steep hill we just went up. 2 miles. We've gone 2 miles so far, 1.9. So off to the left here, they got a, they call it a cow, cabin on wheels. It's like a single wide trailer, but it's really a log cabin. And they got a walnut farm going on over there. They started here 3-4 years ago now. This guy just got this garage built here this year. Nice place. So there's a beautiful cabin over here on the right. This is still not the one I wanted to tell you about. Place is nice, real nice log cabin. Turn the headlight on here. In case we meet officer friendly on the road. Nice to be legit and legal. In New York State, all motorcycles have to have a headlight on at all times on the road. Lives over in one of these houses. He stopped us at the dollar store the other day and was asking about the bikes. He's been looking into getting something like this, and he asked me, hey, I know it's a weird request, I'm just in a Chipmunk, but would you let me sit on your bike? Yeah, sure. He's an older guy, bigger guy, so we let him sit on it. And he just wanted to see if he could get his leg up over it. He had a cane, so he's got, you know, maybe some mobility issues. He's probably in his 60s. And he was able to get his leg up over it, and then to get off, it was more of a challenge to get his leg back up over it, so he just kind of slid back off the back, and it worked perfect. So I think he's about to be buying one. So we might have a new member in the Tulare gang. Love these little cabins right there. But the cabin I'm telling you about is going to be coming up on the right. This guy runs some kind of like tree farm, logging business. Logging business, not a tree farm. Love to get up here and talk to him about wood. All right, we're clear. Main road. All right, so the cabin I'm gonna keep ranting about, coming up right over here on the right. It's on this hill. Don't worry, I'll stare at it with the camera a bunch. Beautiful place, man, I tell you. Tell me you wouldn't want to live in this. Look at that, huh? Wow. Incredible. Nice little winding road down here. We got a little waterway with a nice bridge and a beautiful country house down here, and they got kids in the garden down here playing all the time. Their little doggies and how's that wind noise with the mic? Not bad? Close calls with deer yet. Alright, down to 97%. We're starting to use a little of that battery. This is just a beautiful place right here. coming. Got a cold front pushing through. Big amount of showers at the edge. So, high tomorrow, 65. It's gonna feel crazy when we've been in the 90s here lately every day last week. You know, most of America's been pretty hot. I shouldn't be complaining, and I'm not. I've enjoyed it. We've been lucky, been running the AC, making a lot of power lately. So Vicky and I like to go up and down this road quite a bit, and you know what? I should do the nice right thing here and pull this branch out of the road. Just in case a motorcyclist or somebody comes through, don't need them already killing themselves over some tree branches. Let's get this crap too. Just keeping the track clear, doing my part. All right, we're out of here. Okay, the whole reason for this trip is coming up on the right. I think they built this just for me, to come up here and have fun on Sunday mornings and show you guys. So let's rip a privately built dirt bike track. Kinda. Got a natural spring comes out of the side of the mountain right here. Everybody and their brother just pulls up and fills water jugs. Nice, clean, clear water. There's a few of those around here. I think we're on like an aquifer. It just spits water out all year round. All right, is this it right here? I can feel it. My skin's tingling. We're getting close, baby. Where do you see this? Oh, this is so much fun to ride. It's like having an amusement park 5 miles from the house. We are exactly 5.0 miles right now. Nobody out, quiet morning, get the world to myself. Feels like back in my childhood in the mid-80s when I would take off on my bike early on a Saturday morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Nobody on the streets, nobody in the neighborhoods, nobody in the woods, on the trails, me all by myself, ripping a bike like I'm Travis Pastrana in my own mind. Okay, here we are. We've got power line action, baby. Check this out. They cleared a nice clean section all the way up this frickin' hill. So we're at 5.3 miles. Let's see how far this goes. I've been up before. So these are logging roads for big heavy equipment so they don't sink in the mud. Got a little rain here last night, so it's a little mucky, not too bad. Perfect for traction, just a little bit tacky. We got it in eco mode. I'm just trying to conserve a little power here. I don't want to rip the ground up, so. This here made Vicky a little nervous yesterday. I'm just not reefing on the throttle because I'm just trying not to rip the ground up. We could be going a lot faster. There's also a lot of pokey things in the ground here, so the last thing I need to do is get a flat tire 5 miles from the house while I'm alone. It just keeps going. Look at that. There's a lot of deer in here yesterday. Deer and turkeys. This hair's a little bit monkey. Not too bad. I don't see no wildlife yet. Still going. There we are. We're at the end. Boy, it was so dry and dusty up here yesterday. These lines just go on for miles. You see, they go all the way to the horizon over there, all the way to the horizon this way, which is like 100 yards. I'm an idiot. All right, time to go down. Let's turn this regen up. So we're not going to use the brakes at all. We're just going to rely on the regen from the engine to do this. Problem is, you got to be down below 90% for it to work. And we just hit 90%. Okay, I got regen. It's there. Here's another catch. If you're at 90, if you just barely get to 90% and the regen just turns on and you're going down a hill and you're on the regen, letting it generate power into the battery, you can get it up above the 90%. It'll shut the regen back off. Yep, because if it won't, the regen doesn't allow charging above 90%. You gotta be at 90 or below. So this way you can't like overcharge your battery on accident. Yep, so this is all just regen. We won't touch the brakes the whole way down, and we're on level 3 of 4. God, this is just so much fun. It's definitely a little greasy out here being wet. Oh yeah, that was slick. Getting some mud. This is greasy in here too. Yep, all regen, as you can see. We're not holding the brakes at all. It's one of my favorite features about these bikes. It really saves your brake pads and it really extends the battery, you know, the range. Because just every time you go down a hill, you're recouping all that energy you use getting up the hill. So one of my concerns up here is all this pokey stuff getting in my damn tire, blowing a flat. I got self-service, but still don't want to walk the bike until Vic gets here. If I stand still, I'll get eaten alive by bugs. Deer fly or something bad out here right now. Okay, here we go. Steep part. Look at that. Let's just stop for a second and take a look at that. How freaking badass is that view? Come on, let's hit it. Region's just skidding down the hill the whole way. I feel like we're on like a, I don't know, some kind of like downhill mountain bike course when they got the nets like that and little curved off sections. I'm actually gonna turn this up to level 4. Come on, girl. 4 is too much. 3. Whoa! Man, I almost just went down there. Front tire just about washed out on me. Make for good footage. Oh, what'd you think of that, huh? That was pretty fun. About these e-moto bikes. My biggest regret is not buying one sooner. I should have had one years ago. Why the hell didn't we get one when we bought the cabin? Oh well, you know, live and learn. Pretty sure I'll edit this up in 4K so we can get the nice clarity to it. Really hoping this mic worked well. Getting a lot of wind noise in my ears right now. I'm wearing a helmet. %86 left on the battery. See? And now we don't hit a tree branch. That was us. The next one's coming through. Little did I know, I was just doing my own self a favor. Love this guy's property here. It'd be nice to have the sound of water in the background of your house all the time. At least it would for me. Just the sound of running water. Everything's getting nice and vibrant. All the greens are getting real plush. She's still pulling up the hill. Too bad. 8,000 watts. That's that cabin. We're clear. Let's hit it. get going down this hill. It's really nice having an electric bike that doesn't make noise. You live out here in the woods. You're just trying to be respectful of your neighbors. You know, on a morning like this, I can go through the neighborhood. People are in their house. Half of them are probably asleep. Have no idea. They can't hear me. They don't have a clue what's happening. I could be in their yard for all they know. But try this on my four-wheeler or my pit bike, waking everybody up. Alright, back to regen. So the regen's really nice. It just saves you on your brakes. You know, and if you ride a lot like we do, you're gonna wear through some brake pads without it. These brakes are really mountain bike brakes. They're full hydraulic. They got 4-piston calipers, but they're truly mountain bike brakes. And they're on a bike that's about 5 times heavier than a mountain bike, so they're really underpowered, to be honest with you. Everybody who owns these bikes knows it. And then we all go through all these little gimmicks with buying really expensive bitey pads to try to make up for the deficiencies of the calipers and rotors. You know, they heat up real fast, they glaze over easy. There's not a lot of pad material. The rotors are thin. There's a lot going against them. You know, again, the problem is that if you put motorcycle brakes on this, it's way too heavy. They're too big, clunky, and heavy. It'll affect the ride. If you put the next step down, mountain bike brakes on, they're a little too lightweight and they're not heavy duty enough for the application. So, you know, what do you do? So they put really high-end mountain bike brakes on them and tell you to go careful. And then they put regen on the bikes, and that way you don't have to touch the brakes really if you're smart. All right, that's it. Last leg, back on our road. Wheelie. Little wheelie. I actually looped it the other day and broke a mirror off like a dum-dum in front of people too. A guy who told me he can't wheelie because he only ever loops it. I was like, oh, it's not hard. Watch. Loop. Right over backward. It was in grass, but still enough to snap a mirror off, so, you know, being a dum-dum. I better slow down out here. Freaking catch a deer to the face at 40, it's gonna hurt. Appreciate you guys coming for these little rides with me. I know I've got a viewership of like 9, and that's okay. If one of you get a kick out of this, it was worth it for me. If you look back at all my videos, I don't ask anyone to like, share, subscribe, anything. I put this out for free. Channel's not monetized. I have no sponsors. I put no ads on any of it. And I just do it for my enjoyment and your entertainment. So I hope some of you get a kick out of this. If it's boring to you, change the channel. Tell me I'm an idiot. Unsubscribe, watch somebody else's stuff. Go look at Cletus, he's a more interesting guy. Cletus McFarland, check out the Freedom Factory. Go look at Steve Mould. Check out Jay Tolan Media. These are all really interesting fellas. And then when you get done, you're bored, come back and look at what I got going on. I'm not trying to be profound and change the world. I'm just trying to enjoy my time on it and show a few of you what I'm doing while I'm here, so maybe you guys can get a couple ideas and do some of this stuff for yourself if you find enjoyment in it. Maybe you can find some things to laugh at me about and learn from my mistakes. There's not enough time in the world to make them all yourself, so might as well learn from others. And then when you're bored and you got nothing else to do and you got an extra 4,500 bucks in your pocket, go get you a Hilarious Thing R. Best fun you'll ever have on 2 wheels. In silence. Oh, deer just ran right in front of us. Look at that. And we just hit a mud puddle and got all wet. Yay! We're back to the cabin. Look at that. Prettiest place I know of. There's my chasing buddy. Hi, buddy! It's a little wet out here, so we're not going to do no laps this morning. We got to let the grass dry up first, so... See, she just fell. Okay, everybody. I appreciate you joining. I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Hopefully you got a kick out of that track there, huh? Nice when they do them power lines like that. Show you my pretty face there. All right, guys. Till next time. UncleDruncle out.